Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Deanna Van Gorkum.
And I'm Kane Hoover.
Joining us later is Shay Tilgis with a special guest, and we will have all your Bulldog sports. This is AHS News.
As the school year continues, COVID precautions are staying the same. Social distancing is implemented at all times possible. In the hallways and when social distancing is unobtainable, masks are required. Plexiglass remains on the lunch tables, and teachers continue to wipe down tables and chairs between classes.
I think the masks are a great thing because nobody's been getting sick since we've made the mandate, and I think we're going to have to keep wearing them until we can either get a vaccine or the numbers in the community will lower.
With the new mask mandate in effect, over 100 less students are having to quarantine. This mandate will stay in place unless the Department of Public Health changes their rules.
On November 3rd, history was made all over America. People from all over came to places like this to vote. Although many people came to vote in person, this year there was a record turnout for mail-in votes. For Algona, voters headed to the Casey Hall to vote. They had a steady flow of voters all day. This year, many seniors had their first opportunity to vote. Students had mixed emotions about the results.
So there's been voter fraud here. So if I were you and you're a Trump supporter, such as myself, just be prepared for the next couple weeks in the Supreme Court and what's going to happen. I think Trump's going to come back. I think it's going to be a beautiful thing, and we're going to get 4 more years. Thank you.
I'm very excited about the election results. I'm ready for a leader that treats women with respect and believes in science and takes this pandemic seriously. I'm ready for someone that can speak in full and coherent sentences and doesn't.
Locally, Tammy Eden won the auditor's office, and Roger Fisher will be the next sheriff. In District 4, Randy Frensta won over J.D. Schulten. Also, Joni Ernst held onto her Senate seat. Joe Biden has been announced by the media as the president-elect. If he holds on to the victory, he will be inaugurated on January 20th.
AHS offers a variety of classes. One of the hands-on classes we offer at the high school is foods. The class makes anything from grilled cheese, like you see here, to homemade pudding. The class is offered to all grades in the high school and is taught by Shelley Lawaji.
We're making a sweet donut grilled cheese with Swiss and Munster cheese. It's blueberry, ribbon, pie.
The class goes by units. In each unit, they study the food, and then there is a lab where they get to cook the food. Students are having a grilled cheese contest for the dairy unit. This contest is sponsored by the American Dairy Association.
Due to COVID, the government provides the Algona School District money to make school meals free for the remaining months of 2020. Students who take advantage of this will receive a nutritious meal at no cost. This can give a family small relief to families who were affected by the pandemic.
As you know, it's time for the Thanksgiving holiday. We asked students what they would be doing during the break.
My plans for Thanksgiving are spending time with family and doing activities outside.
My plans for Thanksgiving are to go to my grandparents' house and spend time with family.
I am going to have a feast for Thanksgiving and probably just relax and spend time with the family.
For Thanksgiving, I'm going to be spending time with my friends and family.
Students are off of school beginning at 2:30 on Tuesday and don't come back to school until November 30th.
The All-State Music Festival would have been held this past week with the concert tonight, but due to COVID-19, the event was canceled. The festival on a normal year consists of 277 band students and 600 choir students. This year, Ava Roach was selected for the choir portion of the festival. Ava will not perform this year, but it is still a great honor to make the choir. This year would have been the 17th anniversary of the festival.
Coming up next, we will show you some of the fall play, but first here are some sights and sounds from the recently completed choir concert. Stay with us.
Welcome back. There are a lot of new teachers at Algona High this year. This week we interviewed Mr. Keeker as he is the new industrial tech teacher. He has a wife and a 5-week-old son. Growing up on a farm just outside of Algona and graduated in 2014. Mr. Keeker enjoys hunting, fishing, coaching, wrestling, and working on his farm.
I really enjoy all of the students that are here at Algona, and I also really enjoy the atmosphere and the culture that we have here at Algona. I taught at Emmitsburg High School, ag education, for 2.5 years before I came this year to Algona.
Online classes have become a reality this year due to COVID-19. This means the students can still be enrolled at Algona High School while doing classes from home. Students that are online are doing classes through the program Edgenuity. All of the seniors are required to do personal finance online.
Online classes are good because you get to stay home, away from the corona, you get to stay healthy. They're also required because of personal finance this year, which for some people is a good thing, but others, they just haven't started.
Students who are all online are able to participate in school events and sports still. All online students are supposed to do classes for 5 hours a day. Students have to Zoom with Mr. Adams to keep caught update and in touch with the school. Students who would rather have a letter grade than a pass or fail also have to Zoom with him during unit tests.
The Algona Student Senate is working with the Bishop Garrigan Student Senate to help raise money to send care packages overseas to the local military. The volunteer organization, Pay It Forward, is in charge of the event. The school is taking items for donations. If you want to help, a list of what you can donate and drop off locations are on the Algona Yearbook Facebook page. Along with taking donations, a t-shirt order has gone out to also help raise money. Money can also be donated to either Mrs. Spear or Mrs. Cassins. This fundraiser ends on November 24th. Once all the items are collected, the Algona Student Senate will package 200 boxes on Tuesday, and Garrigan will package 200 on a separate day.
The AHS Drama Department put on their annual fall musical. This year's musical was a Broadway revue, which includes different scenes and songs from various Broadway hits like Cinderella, Hairspray, and Wicked. The 6 soloists this year were Ryan Merrill, Dane Nygaard, Braden Bond, Ava Roach, Olivia Frankel, and Shay Tilges. Due to COVID-19, each performer was allowed only 2 tickets, and the public was to watch the musical live streamed on the AHS Broadcasting YouTube channel. Amazing job to those who performed and helped make the play possible this year.
A musical? What's a musical?
What possible thought could the audience think other than this a musical? What could you might have never chance?
The dance team traveled to Des Moines early on Wednesday to perform at the state competition. 8 girls from the team completed a routine in Class 8 Palm. Deanna Van Gorkum, Maddie Nevitt, and Callie Maudsley also performed solos. The girls will get their results on December 5th since the judges couldn't come to Iowa due to COVID. Unlike past years, all routines were scheduled on the same day, very close together, so people wouldn't have to stay long. Masks were required for spectators and dancers until they danced. The girls are very grateful they got to travel to Wells Fargo to perform.
Coming up next, Shay Tilges is in the studio with a special guest. But first, here's another look at the AHS Dance Squad. Stay with us.
Welcome back. I'm Shay Tilges, and joining me today is Ryan Merrill. Hey, Ryan.
Hi.
What was the musical about?
It was a jumble of different musicals, famous Broadway musicals, just put together, and kind of trying to tell a story of the quarantine process that we all went through earlier in the year.
What were some familiar songs the audience would know before watching?
There were songs from Les Mis, there was a song from Wicked, there were other songs. Something's Rotten is another well-known musical. We had a song from that.
How long did you prepare?
We prepared for about a month before we did that, just working 7 to 9 usually most nights.
What were some of the changes due to COVID?
We did have to wear masks while performing, and the audience size was reduced a bit from the normal size that we would have.
Was it weird performing to a basically empty audience?
It was a little weird because there wasn't as many reactions, because normally there's a lot of people reacting, so you get a bigger reaction. This time there wasn't much. It was just kind of a blank audience.
There was a lot of people watching on YouTube.
Yeah, that was good. I'm sure there were some reactions at home, but
Do you plan on doing the spring play?
yes, I do.
Coming up next, Kane Hoover is in the studio with all of our Bulldog sports. Stay with us.
Welcome back. I'm Kane Hoover with all your Bulldog sports. Fall sports honors continue to pour in for AHS athletes. Here's a look at the Class 2A District 2 honors. Class 2A District 2 All-District Team: Tyler Mansky, quarterback; Noah Clare, offensive line; Jackson Woodyard, offensive line; James Wartick, wide receiver, tight end; Trayvon Smith, wide receiver, tight end; Noah Nelson, utility player; Wyatt Garman, defensive line; Aaron Waringa, linebacker; Miles Goshi, linebacker; Luke Carter, defensive back. Honorable mention all district: Jake Teague, Cameron Rondoni, Brandon Harris, and Nolan Hempel. Assistant Coach of the Year, Ryan King. Academic all district: Hunter Berry, Grant Oftendal, Aiden Morris, Noah Nelson, Hunter Anderson, Levi Clegg, Logan Mendering, Jackson Cecil, Jacob Zabka, James Wartick, and Harrison Waltz. The Bulldogs finished the season 4-4 overall and finished second in their district. The volleyball team handed out team awards and all-conference certificates. Algona Volleyball Team Awards: Most Valuable Passer, Olivia Rochlow; Most Valuable Server, Emma Elsbecker; Most Valuable Hitter, Alayla Perry; Most Valuable Blocker, Alexa Chase; Most Improved Player, Ellie Lawaji; the Bulldog Award, Maddie Hilbert; Most Valuable Player, Lillian Etherington. Kossuth County Advanced All-Region Area Team: Alexa Chase and Alayla Perry. The girls finished the season 8-17 overall and 5th place in the North Central Conference. The Bulldogs cross-country team had a runner qualify for the state meet. Mariah Knapp placed 51st in her class with a time of 20:32. Knapp and boys runner Ryan Stundal both earned all conference honors. The team will lose seniors Nick Brown, Nick Cardman, Bobby Erickson, Carter Casey, Sam Mishark, and Carly Mullins. The swim team finished their season at regionals in Fort Dodge. The girls' swim team finished with an 8th place finish, with 6 top 20 performances. The best was 8th in the medley relay, consisting of Emily Paulson, Catherine Hogue, Caitlin Pollock, and Emma Ross. This was Coach Jim Fisher's last meet. He is retiring. We wish Coach Fisher the best in the future. The boys' basketball team is practicing in anticipation of their first game. The team comes off last year's 18-5 record and a 2nd place finish in the conference. Jared Cecil is the new head coach. He comes in with 23 years of coaching experience. The Bulldogs return 2 starters, James Wartick and Noah Nelson. Tyler Mansky also got a lot of playing time. The boys begin their regular season when they host Esterville Lincoln Central in the AHS gym. The girls' basketball team played in the Hall of Pride scrimmage against West Hancock. The score and stats are not counted as part of the regular season. The Bulldogs lost all 5 starters to graduation, but Alayla Perry, Lillian Etherington, and Alexa Chase saw playing time. The girls open the season against Forest City and also play Esterville as part of a girls/boys doubleheader. That wraps up Bulldog Sports. Coming up next, we ask students what they're thankful for. Stay with us. Welcome back. This is the time of year when people reflect back on what is important to them. We ask people what they are thankful for. It's this week's Word in the Halls.
Thankful for all the people in my dance family, at dance team, and studio dance. Y'all are amazing.
I'm thankful for the great teachers that we have at our school.
I'm thankful for my family and friends.
Thankful for my family and my friends.
In this turbulent year, it appears a lot of people still find things to be thankful for. What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for my family and being able to stay in school for as long as we have.
I think in this difficult year, we all have a lot to be thankful for. That wraps up this edition of AHS News. Thanks for joining us.